Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to make 2-ingredient biscuits. I've been seeing this recipe float around all over YouTube, and I made some biscuits a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't with just 2 ingredients, so I'm really intrigued to see how this turns out. They look pretty good from what I've seen on the internet, so let's just get to it. The 2 ingredients that you need are 2 cups of self-rising flour and 2 cups of heavy cream. So I've already measured out my 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of heavy cream. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in. Okay, and I'm gonna get me a spoon, which I should have already had, but I do not have. Hold on. And just start mixing. Let's see. And everyone says don't add anything. It's gonna be a dry mix. It's gonna look really dry. So let's see. It's looking nice and fluffy. I mean, it's looking like it's gonna be a fluffy biscuit. Oh yeah, I've got my oven preheated to 400 for right now. And I've already got my cast iron skillet buttered up, so it'll be ready once the dough is ready. Okay. So now it's starting to get a little harder to mix. And, you know, that's fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my cutting board loaded down with some flour. I hate opening the flour bag because the flour just goes everywhere. So let's see. Nice and colored. Alright, I'm gonna put some on my hands too because I'm getting ready to take this dough out, so I don't want it to stick to my hands. That's good. Come back in and get all the little bits up. That's good. It's nice and cold because the heavy cream just came out of the fridge. Alright, so we're just going to form this into a ball. Just kind of knead it together a little bit. Make sure it all combines together. It's combining very nice. Ooh, I like this. I make a lot of pastry doughs for like pies and stuff, and I love the feel of the dough once it becomes real pliable and comes together. I don't know, it's kind of like playing with Play-Doh almost. And this is what this reminds me of. It feels really good. Pretty. One more round. I think it's ready to roll out. This baby is ready to roll. All right, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour on top so it doesn't stick to the rolling pan. Good. Get my rolling pin out. Put a little flour on it. I guess you just roll it out as thick as you want. I'm going to try to do it not too thick because it's going to rise. So maybe 1/4 of an inch. Somewhere in that area. Let's see. are gonna be so good. Reminds me of back home on Saturday mornings. A lot of times I would wake up and go downstairs, and my stepfather, who's a great cook, would have homemade biscuits made. He's one of those, he doesn't like to share his recipes, so he wouldn't tell you how he made it. He'd just make them and they would be great, and everybody would rant and rave about them, and that was good. And he also makes homemade rolls, homemade yeast rolls. Oh my goodness. Everybody goes crazy over those things because they're nice and buttery and fluffy and just delicious. And I finally learned how to make them. Now, of course, they're not going to be as good as his, but they are pretty darn good. But yeah, he doesn't share that recipe. He shared it one time to like really close relatives. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, are you sick? You okay?" But I think we just caught him in a mood that day, and he felt like sharing. So that's what happened. And I got it and held on to it, and boom. Now the recipe is shared, but I won't share with anybody else. Okay. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8 in my cast iron skillet. I'm gonna get one more cast iron skillet ready because I want these to cook all at the same time. Maybe I should just put them on a cookie sheet. But I like the feel of them cooking in a cast iron skillet. So, but I'm scared I'm not gonna have enough dough. I'm just gonna have too much dough. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them on a cookie sheet and be done with it. That's gonna be the easiest thing. So, get some parchment paper out. I'm gonna butter this parchment paper down. Butter the parchment paper. I'm gonna transfer these over here, and that way I have more space for my remaining biscuits. Now these look kind of thin, so I don't know how big they'll fluff up. We shall see. Maybe I should have did them a little thicker, but nonetheless, here we are. So we'll see. I'm sure they're gonna be delicious. All right, so I'm just gonna knead the rest of this dough and cut some more. I wonder how many I'm gonna get out of here. Definitely gonna have 12. I wonder if I'm gonna have more than 12. I might end up having to use this cast iron skillet after all. We'll see. Or maybe another small tray. Okay. Put a little more flour down. Roll. These might end up being a little thicker than the last set, just so I don't have to get another pan out. Let's see. Stay. All right. 1, 2, 3. I probably could have got 4 out of that. But I did it too close. Oh. Alright, roll one more time. I want to make one nice big old biscuit right here. But I'm not going to do that. Stretch that out. Make 2. Boom. Did it. Alright. So now I'm just going to squeeze these in on the parchment. That right there. I am going to let this one be one nice size biscuit. It's just going to be a free form biscuit. Okay, so last thing is topping them with some heavy cream. Or brushing them with some heavy cream. So I'm gonna get my pastry brush. Okay, got my pastry brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in the heavy cream and just brush it on each top of the biscuits. And it's just going to give them a nice sheen on top when they come out of the oven, nice and fluffy. And I made some, me and my husband made some preserves and jam yesterday. Ooh. I did a strawberry jalapeno preserve, and he did a black cherry and blackberry habanero jam. Oh my goodness, delicious. These are gonna go so good with those. And make some sausage as well while I'm waiting on these to cook up. We're gonna have us a good old breakfast. Almost done. So pretty. Okay, it's the last one. All right, so I'm gonna pop these in my oven on 400 degrees. Let them go for about, I don't know, we'll start with 15 minutes and check in and see what they look like. And I'll be back after that. Okay, biscuits are out. It took about maybe 20 minutes total. At 15 minutes, I came in and I just took some butter and smeared on top of each one of them just to give it a little bit more of a brownness. They are good. You see, I've already sampled one, and these are flat. But I think it's because, yeah, I rolled them out a little flatter. These over here, the ones I came through and rolled later, a little bigger, they're a little puffier. So next time, I'll make them a little thicker. But nonetheless, they are still delicious. And I cannot wait to put my jam on it. So that's going to be next. But right now, I'm going to plate these up and then put some jam and go to town. I'll be back in a minute. All right, you guys. 2 ingredient biscuits. Super simple, super easy. I suggest you all try it. And also try making your own jam. It is so rewarding. This is going to be so yummy in my tummy. All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all enjoy, be easy, and do everything you need to do to make you feel like you. Love you, mean it. Bye.